What's up, y'all? I wanted to address this and film this like 2 or 3 weeks ago, but I've been mad busy. I'm always mad busy with boxing and like my job, personal training. So sometimes it's really hard for me to find time and energy to just sit down in front of a camera and speak for a few. But Head I.C.E versus Cortez, when I found out that that battle was going down, the rematch, I instantly started thinking about the outcome of the battle. I watched the original from Lions Den a week or two ago, and like I thought when I watched it years ago, I personally thought that Cortez took that one. You know, I was confused when the judges, KRS and Raekwon and all of them gave it to Ice. But it is what it is. Some people have their preferences. Ice does have a certain like undeniable presence and like a command and demand for respect from his audience that not too many people have, so I get that. But that battle, the original, in my opinion, was one of those where I kind of look at in like amateur boxing. It's happened to me on a number of occasions, and it's happened to other people that I know. Some of my boxing, homies, and just people that I know from, being in competitions and competitive circles and tournaments and stuff like that. I've been on the receiving end where I've lost a fight where I thought that I clearly got it and then I got robbed. I've fought people that, it's a toss-up and they might have arguments to, I won that, you know what I'm saying? And I've seen fights with my own two eyes where, this dude clearly won, but the judges are giving it to this other homie. How? I don't understand. So that's what I personally thought when I saw the first Ice versus Cortez. I was like, yo, bro, like, how did you come to that verdict? It is what it is. Now, going to KOTD, the rematch, my question is, will King of the Dot let Cortez beat Head I.C.E? That's not like a clickbait kind of a question or a title or anything like that. It's just a genuine question. And that question is genuine because of, all due respect, Head I.C.E versus Roan. I believe I did a recap for that event, or just that battle specifically. And I said that, I personally watched it like 2 or 3 times, and each time I watched it, I gave it to Roan. Like, I didn't see how you can go the other way. It was a great battle, a great effort put forth by both individuals, but in my opinion, it was a clear-cut W for Roan. The judges clearly saw it another way. It's kind of like Canelo Triple G. Like, in my opinion, Triple G clearly got that dub. I've, again, relating this because I'm a boxer as well. I've fought fights where I fought like Canelo off the back foot, counter punching, moving, fighting off the ropes. But I've won close fights, but I've still won because you can clearly see that this person's throwing 3, 4, 5 punches, landing 1, 2, maybe 3 or whatever. And if they're throwing like a 5-punch combo. And I'm over here off the ropes throwing 6, 7, 8 punches, landing 4, 5, 6 of them. So you can clearly see that I'm outworking this person even though I'm on the ropes and I'm landing the more accurate, clean shots. And just even though I'm fighting in the retreat kind of stance, I'm still controlling the action from a defensive position where I don't own the center of the ring. My back's against the ropes. But Canelo Triple G, like, the judges, if the judge had maybe said instead of 118, 110, if you're going to rob someone and you're going to clearly show that shit is corrupt, don't make it hot. Like, if she had said 116, 112, 115, 113, a lot of fans would just be like, hey, it was a great fight. We're going to take that draw. Cool. Let's see that rematch. More money coming up, That would have been okay. No one would have arguments. But when you make shit hot like that, it leaves a sour taste, a bad taste in your mouth after watching such a classic match. And to me, I kind of felt that way versus when I watched Head I.C.E versus Roan, because of the fact that I said in the past that even though Roan was the champ, and again, relating this to boxing, a close type of match like that, especially if the champ, in a lot of people's eyes, edges it, they're going to give it to the champ. But even in a closely contested match like that, like, it's not the, you know, you got to knock the champ out to get the W thing. In boxing, that type of a fight, Ice versus Rome, would have gone to Rome. I would say 9 times out of 10. You know what I'm saying? But it had this sense before that battle even occurred that even though Rome's the champ, he's not the champ. You know, it was like, it had that sense that Ice was crowned the champion from the moment the battle was announced. And if you watch it again, I don't know if they have it in the official version, but in the pay-per-view they had it where organic, whatever's announced, and then the winner is, and you see Roan with his head down, he just points to Ice like he already knew what it was. It's, to me, it's as if like the KOTD staff dead was just like, they spoke to him backstage like, yo, Roan, go out on your shield, go out with a valiant effort, spitting some fire, make it a closely contested, debatable match. Just don't let yourself get washed. But regardless of what you do, we're giving you the heads up. We're going to take the champ from you and we're giving it to Ice. That's the way it pretty much felt to me, because Roan, the champ, was even just like, and the winner instantly pointed to Ice. You know, and Roan definitely out-rapped him. Now, Ice is not like the fastest rapper, obviously. He spits, you know, quality bars, but Roan was spitting quantity with quality. So, it's, anyways, you know. And when you look at Cortez versus Ice, I don't know if KOTD is willing to strip Ice of the chain off of his first offense. I don't know if they're willing to let Cortez wear the face of KOTD right now. You know, when it comes to spitting real rap shit, Cortez be spitting that street shit, whatever the case, but does his presence command and demand the type of respect that Ice's does? Let's be honest, no, it doesn't. Does the Spanish thing play a factor? I don't know. KOTD is kind of more so the United Nations of battle rap in a sense. Salute to them. That's not a shot. That's salute to them, honestly. Give people from all backgrounds a shot, and I respect that. But at the same time, having Wolf, a dude who gives you that extra edge, that street certification, be the current champion, do you take it from him after just winning it? I don't know, and I don't see that happening, man. I feel like, in all honesty, and I'm a Head Ice fan. Like, I'm gonna keep it real. Like, I'm not trying to slay Ice at all. Like, usually whenever I see a battle, Head Ice versus, or this blank versus Head Ice, I just see Head Ice in the title, and then I see who he's battling. And again, 9 times out of 10, I'm rooting for Ice when I see he's about to battle. But I'm also unbiased, and if you lose, I'll tell you you lost. I remember, shit, it was like sometime like last year, a dude that I knew from fighting in the Nationals, he fought a regular show at my boxing gym, and he got, in my opinion, salute to him, but he kind of got smoked. Like, it wasn't like he got like fucked up, but like at the same time, like he clearly, hands down, no debating, lost that fight. 3-0, 30-piece, whatever the case. 30-piece, no body. But he got beat, clearly. And he came up to me after the fight. Yo, Mike, yo, that was some bullshit, some bullshit. Yo, what you thought of that? And I was like, what you mean, the fight? And he was like, your fight? Yeah, what you thought? I ain't lose that, right? And I was like, yo, bro, love is love, but yeah, you definitely lost that 100%. Like, I'm not going to sugarcoat this shit, you know? And I'm the same way. If I lose, I'll say, yeah, I took that L. Some people might be like, nah, I watched it and I thought you won. It was, you know, I thought you did. And I'll tell them, yo, fam, I was in the ring. I felt those shots. I know how I felt in the ring. I think I lost that fight. The judges got it right. You feel me? Like, I'm biased with this shit. I feel like people say in battle rap, like Cortez versus Prez, he, you know, he 3-0'd him, 30-piece, whatever, bodied him and shit like that. Cortez versus Uno Lavos, vault, whatever, but bodied him. I was on stage for that shit. But the problem is, people say like the only way that Cortez can win is a knockout. The only way you really get like a straight knockout in battle rap is if you have JC quality material for all 3 rounds. Not to like give too much props to JC, but playing off of him versus Rum Nitty recently, I know a lot of people haven't seen that. So a lot of people have, because a lot of people were in the building and caught pay-per-view. But JC quality material where it's, you know, JC versus Rum Nitty, no matter what you spit, this person is clearly on another level from you on that day. Unless you have that, you need your opponent to choke. And not even just choke once. Like, you need to have, like, for Cortez to win with a knockout, unless he comes with that JC level of material, that caliber of shit where it's just undeniable, this is another level today. He needs to have Ice choke 2 out of the 3 rounds. I just personally, I'm asking the open question, and I'm not trying to say corruption and shit like that in KOTD, but at the end of the day, I don't personally see this being a W situation for Core. I feel like Core is about to walk in there confident, as he should be, prepared as he always is, with some fire material as he often always has. But I feel like it's just gonna be one of those things where it's gonna become a great battle, but he knows the outcome. I don't know. I'll be very surprised if they actually give it to Cortez. And I feel like a lot of the judges, and they know a lot of the same people. They pretty much know like all the same people. But I feel like some of the judges, just off of that respect factor, will lean towards Ice. One thing I think Cortez third, something we got to speak about. Obviously, I would imagine obviously he's going to talk about their first battle. Maybe he won't. Who knows? He's definitely going to talk about that at some point. But I would say, and I was thinking this, like I said, I've been wanting to film this for like a couple weeks. I think that some battle rappers should start, maybe they already do it and I don't know, but I feel like battle rappers should start, especially ones who have history, start preparing, like over preparing with what I call in my mind situational bars. Where, let's take T-Rex versus Charlie Clips, for example. Clips, when I interviewed him at Vlad TV after the battle and stuff like that, like back at the office, and I think live at the venue, I interviewed him. And he was talking about, it was all freestyle, 100% freestyle the whole third round and stuff like that. Certain other battlers, oh, it's just off the top, it's off the top. Was it off the top? You have to wonder if certain battlers get wind that, this person might say this, this, and this, and this, and this, or they might bring out this prop or this person, or, whatever the case may be. They might project something on a TV screen. They might play some audio from some shit, whatever the case. Who knows? But they might use this angle against you. So when the person catches wind that, they might use this angle, they create what like I said, in my mind, I call situational bars, where if, let's say, first round, you spit this shit, okay, second round, before I jump into my official round, which is like the untouched round, like no matter whether you say this or not about this topic, this is what my round is going to be. But if they do rap on a certain topic, you create your rebuttal just in case that situation arises. If not, you drop it. So who knows if Clips genuinely had the full round of all freestyle, or if he caught wind that Rex was gonna, your pop's a snitch, and Clips had situational bars crafted in his mind, like, all right, if he says this, I'm gonna spit this instead. Maybe I have my whole round here, or I have an alternate round that I'm gonna over prepare, and I remember this whole side round just in case this person tries to hit me with this dirt. So I'm just thinking personally, like, Core and Head I.C.E, they got, history. It's not like they got beef history, but they got history. They both could come up with situational bars where Head I.C.E, if Cortez tried to hit him with the, shrug my, paw my back, shrug my shoulders, whatever, that shit, Head I.C.E could have a situational thing in case Core tries to come with a counter to that. Or Core could have situational shit where if Head I.C.E tries to do that to him again, or maybe do that in a whole new way, but even more disrespectfully, Core could come with a situational, set of 4, 5, 6, 8, 12 bars, boom, to rebuttal that or to counter that. Something to think about for battlers if they actually want to put that level of preparation into their shit. If I'm doing, because it's with battle rap, it's like I said, to catch knockouts, you got to rely on your opponent coming unprepared, and to a certain degree. Like I said, you could just show that your shit is just that much better. Maybe the person didn't come unprepared. Maybe they prepared the wrong way. J Murder versus Loso, kind of, sort of. It looked like he also did unprepare, definitely. But at the same time, J Murder, in my opinion, in the past, he spit for me. I did a little kind of like short documentary for him. It was initially for Show Off. And then we ended up randomly linking with one of Show Off's mans, and then randomly linking with Jay Murder later. It was just wild day in Brooklyn and shit. And for one of the Lifted Souls, some battle, I don't remember which event it was, but Jay Murder spit his bars for me in the past, and so did Show Off. And rehearsing when he was spitting, he didn't spit the same way that he spit for me in the same battle. When he does his battle, sometimes he gets overly aggressive and the shit makes him blank out, too energized, and whatever the case. But who knows? Maybe when he didn't spit for me, but besides that, his other preparational moments, he was actually preparing where he was just shooting this just extra aggression. When instead, all right, maybe you don't go extra aggressive for that bar. Maybe you tone it down a notch. Then you fluctuate into this, and then you know what I'm saying? Some people do prepare properly, but they prepare properly in the incorrect way. You know what I mean? It's hard to get solid knockouts, but I just feel like certain things in battle rap, when you have history with people and you might catch one, someone's gonna say some shit, come up with situational bars. And I feel like Head I.C.E versus Cortez would be a perfect battle to set them situational bars. If I was Cortez, I would come with every angle ready, like every angle. I would be trying to cover every single angle possible. Like I said, anything from the history, anything going forward. Shit, I would, if I was Core, not trying to throw shots at KOTD, but I'm just saying, I would call them out for the Head I.C.E versus Roan decision. I will call them out for potential, and maybe it's not even KOTD, maybe it's genuinely the judges. And again, if both battlers selected judges, then shit, you see who's really for you and who's not. Like if Cortez even says, yeah, I'm cool with this person, this person, this person, and Core clearly spits some better shit, but the three people that Core was really like, yeah, I'm cool with them, and they go for Head I.C.E, you know who really fuck with you on a battle rap level. It's not like you can't trust them in real life or whatever, but in a battle rap level, motherfuckers is definitely more fanboys for I.C.E, you know? I would have situational bars ready for different things, and I would, like I said, maybe Core might want to have some shit ready to throw at the judgment of the battle. I don't know. Maybe I.C.E want to have some shit ready to throw at the judgment. Maybe he want to have some shit ready to counteract shit that I'm saying. Shit that other people have said, doubting him and trying to take away from the victory versus Roan. You know, they could do all that type of shit. End of the rant, moral of the story. Will King of the Dot let Cortez beat Head I.C.E? No disrespect, but I'm going to say no. We'll see what happens. I'm really looking forward to this battle. I'm definitely going to cop the event. Let me know what you guys think. Will KOTD let Cortez beat Head I.C.E in the rematch? Until next time.